Welcome students, myself Pumalai, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss about the components of a road. A road is generally, it may be the flexible pavement or rigid pavement. We have to provide the components. The components of road, it is an important role to ensure the safety and the service life of the road. The components of road are planned to meet the design and functional requirements. It depends on the traffic density. The geometrical components are designed. In this slide, we can see the different components of road. We can see one by one. The first one, carriageway, camber, median, curb, road margin, width of roadway, right of way, and drainage. This image shows clearly about the different components of road. The extreme end of the road, we have to provide the ditches. This ditches will be used to carry the rainwater, and we have to dispose the rainwater safely. The center median, the center part of the road, we can call it as a median, and in between ditches and the median, we have to provide the space to travel the vehicle from one place to another place. That way we can call it as a travel way. And the travel way, the in between ditches and traveled way, in both sides we have to provide the shoulder. Carriageway. So what is meant by a carriageway? A carriageway is a generally consists of number of lanes. It may be a single lane or double lane or 3-lane carriageway. Now how we have to provide the width of carriageway? So how we have to fix the width between the lanes? So the width of carriageway depends on the width of traffic lane and the number of lanes. So the number of lanes and the width of each lane will confirm the width of carriageway. Width of a traffic lane depends on the width of vehicle. So we have to provide the lane width depends on the width of vehicle and the clearance. So as per codal provisions, the maximum permissible width of vehicle is 2.44 meter. The side clearance is 0.68 meter. This slide clearly shows the width of lane. The extreme left side, the width of lane varies between 3.5 to 7 meter, and it is an axle highway. The in between shoulders, this is a 3-lane road, and the width of each lane is a 3.5 meter, and the entire width of 3-lane road is at 10.5 meter. Then camber. Camber is geometric feature of the pavement surface. It is a cross-sectional slope given to the road. This cross-sectional slope or a transverse slope. The slope is given with respect to the horizontal. This image shows the serial number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The serial number 1, it indicates the ditches. Ditches only carry the rainwater, collect the rainwater and dispose safely. And this 2 is a wearing surface, and third is a subbase, fourth is a base, again 5 is the wearing surface. So the slope is given from the base layer and the wearing surface. The cross sectional slope or the transverse slope we have to give with respect to the horizontal surface. So if you provide the camber, the rainwater will drain quickly. If you not provide the slope, means the disposal of rainwater will become difficult. So the camber is very important role in the highway component. Median. Now the median is a center part of the road. This is the reserved area. This median will be used to divide the lane in the opposite directions. is a curb. A curb is a sloping member. It is provided along the edges of pavement or shoulder. The main purpose of the curb is it gives the strength and protect the edges of the pavement. In a highway engineering, it indicates the boundary between the pavement and the shoulder. So curb is provided at the extreme end of the road nearer to the shoulder. The curb is used to protect the pavement from the rainwater or the soil erosion. Road margin. Road margin is the portion of road beyond the carriageway. There are some elements of road margins there. One is the shoulder, parking line, bus bay, service road, cycle track, footpath, and guardrail. These elements we have to provide. We can provide in the road margin space. Width of roadway. The width of roadway is the summation of width of pavement or carriageway, including separators and shoulder. This does not include the extra land in the formation or cutting that has to be built at the edges of the pavement. Right of way. So right of way is the width of land acquired from the people to construct the road along its alignment. The alignment means the center line of the road. The right of way should be adequate to accommodate all the cross-sectional elements that we seen in the previous lines of the highway and may reasonably provide the for future development. So in order to extend the road in the future, we have to acquire the land with respect to the future development. Then before going to acquire the land, we have to consider some of the factors. That factor will influence the land acquisition process. So it depends on the width of formation, the embankment depth and the cutting depth, side slope of embankment or cutting, drainage system, site clearance considerations, future widening and service roads. So depends on these factors, we have to acquire the land for future development. Drainage. The pavement surface should be absolutely impermeable. Impermeable means the layer should not allow the water itself. If the layer of the pavement, the top layer of the pavement, either it may be a flexible pavement or rigid pavement, the top layer is allowing water itself means the pavement will become failure after some time because the water is infiltrated into the layers and it will react with soil, the properties will become change. So the layer should be impermeable. Further, both the geometry and the texture of pavement surface should help in draining out the water from the surface in less time. So whatever the material we are using in the top layer, the material should not allow the water itself, and also it will help the water to rain very quickly. If you want to get more knowledge about the components of road, you can refer these two books, S.K. Khanna and Gisto and L.R. Kadiyali. By using these two books, you can get some more knowledge about the components of road. Thank you for your listening. Thank you.